Lawyers, has a case ever ruined your life? My client, Emily, was accused of murdering her own child. From the moment I reviewed the case, it felt open and shut. Her fingerprints were on the knife, and witnesses claimed they saw her carrying a heavy tarp to her car. It seemed impossible to defend. I was ready to recommend to come guilty in return for a lighter charge. But Emily didn't seem like a killer. She was broken and depressed. Against my better judgment, I started digging deeper. Even though the knife was covered in her fingerprints and the child's blood, it also contained blood from weeks earlier. Emily claimed her son had cut himself slicing an apple, and the knife hadn't been washed before it went into the dishwasher. The witnesses were also very unreliable. One had terrible vision and wasn't wearing her glasses. Then, neighbors reported seeing a stranger near Emily's home around the time of the crime. That's when I made the biggest mistake of my life. I developed feelings for Emily. I know how wrong it was, and I regret it more than anything, but I couldn't help but care for her. She was a depressed mother who seemed so innocent. Eventually, we tracked down the stranger. He had a long criminal record, and turned out to be the biological father of Emily's child. During questioning, he was visibly nervous. He eventually confessed to being at the scene, but kept changing his story. I thought we had the real culprit. Then, everything fell apart. A few days later, I visited Emily at her temporary housing to check in on her. While there, I dropped my phone between the bed and the frame. When I reached down to grab it, I accidentally grabbed something else also, a USB drive. I took it and grabbed my phone, not thinking much of it, but when I got home and plugged the USB into my computer, my